Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since I've seen you, but I am back. Do not fret. In this video, we're going to be talking about how I revived my dead Etsy shop. For those of you out there that are struggling and are real people and real humans that are just trying to make a few dollars on Etsy, I get it, I hear you, I see you, I still am you, but this is just coming from somebody who has seen significant growth over the last 2 months implementing these tips. I think you're going to want to hear this, and I really want you just to listen to what I'm saying from a real person's perspective, not somebody who's making $20,000, $30,000 a month on Etsy. Alright, so what's the first thing I changed opposed to what I was doing prior? So the first thing I changed is my Etsy ad strategy. Now I know, before you click off this video, everybody is kind of weary about Etsy ads. It is vital as to why I am growing right now. My shop before was kind of at a stagnant, like 180 sales. Now my shop is about to hit 500 sales this month. I watched a lot of YouTube videos talking about Etsy ads. There's this one quote, or this one YouTuber that said something along the lines of, you don't pour gasoline on things that are already on fire, but you pour gasoline on things that are already on fire and it'll explode. And that's essentially what happened with my shop. There was a few listings that I had that were performing amazing, and I just, put some ads on them just to see if it would, take it up a notch, and the sales like tripled through the roof. And I wasn't afraid to play around with the budget. A lot of people, more often than not, are a little afraid to play around with their ad budget. I used to keep it at like $1, $2, $3, $5. The more that I get sales, the more views I get, the more traction and visits and eyes my shop gets on it, the more I'm okay with going up to $20, $100, $500, and now I'm sitting at $1,000 a day. Now, do I spend $1,000 a day? No. YouTubers who are talking about ads and their negative experience with it, I wonder if they really gave it a shot, a fair chance, because for me, I was the same way. Like, I was like, ads, oh my god, that's Satan right there. But honestly, these ads are really what is doing my shop wonders, so I really can't get too mad about it. So the next thing that increased my Etsy sales were my listing photos. So my listing photos were good. They weren't bad. They weren't like a beginner type listing photos. They were definitely intermediate, but I realized if I really want to take my shop to the next level, I had to get better about designing, and I had to be more intentional with my listing photos. I had to include educational content about what this content could do. I had to include a video. I had to include like really high quality images, because I realized later that some of my old listing photos didn't really have high quality images. And as a buyer, because I shop on Etsy all the time, like many of us do, I'm not buying anything with blurry images. That's already screams bad product to me. So I was like, how are you going to have products that have blurry images, So I really took the time and really delved into how can I make these listing photos pop, and what can I do that sets myself apart from my competitors. And I feel like that honestly plays a really big factor into why I started to get so many sales, because my listing photos were comparable to shops that had 10,000 plus sales on their shop. I also discovered A/B testing. Now, if you haven't heard of it, what A/B testing is essentially main thumbnail photo. You interchange that with another thumbnail photo. It's the same product, but you're just testing which one performs the best. And now in my case, I had A, B, C, D testing. Like, I was doing 4 different listing images at once. Some of them would do amazing and others would do poorly, but it was so crucial to my shop, because I'm like, okay, it's not the product, it's just a listing image that is really attracting this customer's eye. So I know I need to make that listing images for my future products going down the line to perform as well as this is. So my third thing is my product revamp. Unfortunately, what I was selling beforehand really only catered to one specific audience, and it was a really high ticket item. I'm talking about like $50 a template. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't terrible. However, it did cause me to get like 2 sales a week. That's not really scalable if I'm really trying to make this a full-time living. I needed something that was more scalable, which led me to do more research on apps like Allura, eRank. If you guys ever want to sponsor me, please do. I am open. That being said, once I found the product that I wanted to create for and that I knew that I could create for, it made all the world's difference. I really dived into how I can make this product good. That kind of gets into number 4 a little bit. I had to be okay with embracing lower ticket items. From going from a product that was $50 to around $10 was like drastic to me, but I had to be okay with it, because I was like, if I'm getting 15 sales a day, that's $150, minus Etsy fees, more like $130. I'm like, that's still more in a day than I would be making in a whole week. But I also knew that the volume of sales would be so much bigger once I just got over that initial hump of like getting all the listings out there. And the last thing is conversion rate. So conversion rate has skyrocketed since the beginning of this year. The beginning of this year, I'm talking maybe about a 1% conversion rate. Now I'm sitting at about a 2.83% conversion rate. And that is insane for my shop. My shop literally was like stagnant, and I'm talking like, I'd get like maybe 2 sales a week. Now I'm at getting about 30 sales a week. Let me tell you, the conversion rate really does make a difference, because when Etsy sees that buyers are coming to your listing, they're favoriting your items, they're adding your items to their cart, they're literally reviewing your item. Like, Etsy is only going to push your listing even more to rank in organic search. And it really has just made me feel so much better about the products that I sell in general, just because, when you have a 1% conversion rate and you're selling digital products, I mean, usually that's okay for like print on demand, but for digital products, like, it usually should be a little higher, and there's nothing wrong if you have a 1% conversion rate. I just kind of set myself to like, a little bit of a different standard, and I'm really hard on myself. But this video is to show you that you can revive your dead shop. If you have been feeling stagnant in your shop and you feel like there's no more room for growth, this video is a reminder that you can do it. You just have to do some market research. And even if you think you've done so much market research and your shop is still not growing, either A, your product could use some work, B, your marketing photos could use some work, i.e. your listing photos, or are you A/B listing? Are you duplicating listings? Are you trying out new ideas, new keywords, new SEO? What are you doing that could be fixed for your shop? You have to really look at your shop as if you were a consumer and take your emotions out of it of, oh my God, I've been working so hard on this, how could somebody not buy from me? You have to take your emotions out of it and look at it from a consumer standpoint. If I were a consumer and I came across this shop and it looked the way it did, would I buy from it? And once I got into that mindset, I knew that I needed to make some changes in my shop, and I did, and I'm so proud of myself. And now my shop is making a ton of money. I'll put in screenshots and everything so you guys can see. I don't want to seem like I'm fake or anything, but all that to say, I'm a very normal person just like you. I have a 9-to-5, but I did want to make this video to let you guys know that we can make money on the side. We can make this our full-time income. Please follow along, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, let me know your journey. Let me know if there's any video you'd like me to make next, because I'm more than willing to. But all that to say, I hope you guys have great success in your Etsy business, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.